welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a what I eat in a day video. If you can't tell by my voice, I am full of cold at the moment, which is the exact reason why I wanted to do this, because I just wanted to show you that you can still stick to it even when you feel like hell. I really feel like hell, seriously feel like hell. I've got my toddler running around, I've had an hour's sleep, but I just wanted to show you it can be done. So I'm hoping this is going to give me the motivation to actually do it, because I know that if I don't do something like this, I'm just going to go binging on whatever I want to eat, and I'm just going to throw this diet out the window. So this is my way of keeping on track. So I started my day with a keto coffee. My son broke my normal cup, so I'm using my flask from last year. It only fits half in at a time, but that was my Mother's Day present last year and it's adorable. But I only fit half of it in at a time, so I obviously make two. But in that keto coffee, I had a teaspoon of coffee, I had 2 tablespoons of cream, which is double cream, I had 2 tablespoons of syrup, which is the skinny syrup. I used the salted caramel, which was absolutely lovely, and I will so be doing that again tomorrow because it's amazing. 1 teaspoon of coconut oil and 1 teaspoon of grass-fed butter. Add in about 500 mils of boiling water. I normally add in about 100 mils first, set the blender running, and then put the rest in, because if I put all of the water in, it literally explodes all over my ceiling. I think I've said this in a previous video, but I just think it's a helpful tip to tell you every time I talk about my keto coffee, because I love my keto coffee. It's like the best thing in the morning. It has given me a boost today. If you saw me just before I did this video, I hadn't even showered, I had no makeup on, my eyes were black, I seriously looked a mess, and I was going to do that just to show you, like, you can look like hell and feel like hell and stick to your diet, but to be honest, the coffee gave me a bit of a boost, and I needed to have, like, a makeover to do that. So yeah, that's what I had for my breakfast. It's now about 10 o'clock, so I have already drunk it, but I'm hoping that's going to tide me over till about midday when my son is asleep. He's currently having a nap on the sofa. So yeah, I will see you again at lunch. Okay, so as you can probably tell, I'm starting to feel a bit worse. I'm getting more squinty, I'm getting even more croaky. So I asked people on my Facebook group, Keto, Easy Keto, and one of the girls recommended me have this drink, which is turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, lemon juice, and some sort of sweetener. So I've basically used a 1/4 teaspoon of each, but I added a little bit of extra cinnamon, and I added, I think it was a full teaspoon of the syrup. It might have been just over a full teaspoon of a skinny syrup, just to sweeten it a bit. And I haven't tried it yet, but I have got it. It looks disgusting, but it smells amazing. Not that I can smell it very much, but I can smell it just about. And it smells kind of like Christmas with a hint of turmeric. So I'm just going to try it, and I wanted you to see my reaction just to see if it works. So here we go. That's actually really nice. I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to be sipping this for the next sort of 10 minutes, and then I might make another one this afternoon just to see if it helps. But all of it's got like antioxidants and anti-inflammatories, and it'll help with your throat and fight infection, things like that. And it's still only keto, and it's no points or anything like that. I don't know why I said points. It's no calories. I'm sorry. As you can tell, as I said, I am ill, so my brain is completely foggy. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be drinking, and I will see you at lunch. I promise you the next one will be lunch. Okay, so it's just gone midday. I'm starting to feel a little bit better now that I've had that beautiful drink. It actually did the job. I didn't think it would, but it actually worked amazing. I am still ill, but I feel a bit better, and I've packed up a bit, which is nice. So my son's finally gone down for a nap. I meant snack earlier when I said he was napping on the sofa. I meant snacking, but as you knew, I was all foggy. So this is what I'm having for my lunch, which is beautiful, and I'm so excited about it. So I've got deviled eggs, I've got some sliced turkey, I've got cucumber, and I've got some cheddar cheese. Now, to make the deviled eggs, you basically hard boil your eggs. So I boiled mine for 10 minutes. They're medium eggs, so I boiled them for 10 minutes. Throw them straight into cold water, and that'll help them to stop going grey. And you leave them in the cold water for about 5 minutes. Then peel them in the water and put the eggs themselves into a separate bowl of water. And this will finish off the cooling, but it will stop the shells from sticking. If you peel them underwater, the water gets underneath like that skin inside the shell, and it basically helps it all separate and it makes it work a lot better. So just a tip there, because I had a lot of trouble before. To make the middle, so you take out the yolk, put it into a bowl. This is a recipe that I used for 4 eggs because I have 2 extra just in case I want them later. So for 4 eggs, you take the yolks out, put them in a bowl, add 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons even, of mayonnaise, half a teaspoon of cumin, quarter of a teaspoon of turmeric, just to give it a little bit of colour, and then salt and pepper to taste. I added salt, I didn't add pepper because I couldn't find it, but you just mash it all together until it's kind of creamy. You can add more or less mayonnaise and spice it how you like, but this is how I like it. And personally, just because I fancied doing it, I put mine into a piping bag and just piped it on just to make it look a little bit prettier, even though it doesn't actually look that pretty, but I think it looks nicer than if I just dolloped it on. But I used piping bag for that, just to make it look a bit prettier. So yeah, that's what I'm going to have for my lunch. I'm also going to have a very large, I'm probably going to have 3 of these before my son wakes up, because he goes down for about 2 hours. So this is just water, but I add ice to it because it helps me to drink it, because I struggle drinking water without. And I added the slice of cucumber in. 1, because I cut too much cucumber, so I needed to kind of use the slice up. But 2, because it helps me feel more hydrated when I have this slice of cucumber in my water. I tend to find that when I drink water, I don't actually feel hydrated. My mouth is still really dry, so I add the cucumber and it helps me feel hydrated when I actually am, because I used to go through a stage where I would feel so dehydrated I could easily drink like 6 or 7 pints of water in a couple of hours and I'd still feel dehydrated. And no, I'm not diabetic, I've been checked repeatedly. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be drinking, that's what I'll be eating, and I will see you again at snack or dinner. Okay guys, so I thought I'd give you a quick update before my son wakes up. It's currently around about 2:45. I haven't needed to have anything else to eat, but I have been living on this drink that I said about earlier. Now, a trick that I did learn is to run it through a strainer. So I just used a muslin cloth and put it over and it got rid of all the residue. I didn't realise how much residue would be in it, but I've done that and it's so much nicer. I'm currently on my 3rd cup. And I did drink all of that water earlier, but I haven't had any more glasses of it because I'm struggling to drink cold things, apparently. So I'm on my 3rd or 4th cup. It is definitely helping me. And I've just put a couple of drops of Albus oil on my top. I forgot to mention that earlier, but I put Albus oil on my top and that helps with my congestion as well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing so far. I'm just trying to work out what I'm having for dinner tonight. My partner's parents are coming over soon because they're travelling back from a football game. So hopefully I'll be able to get dinner in. If not, I'll just throw a picture in. But hopefully I will see you at dinner time. Okay, so my son didn't eat much of his dinner today. He had scrambled egg on toast. That was around 5 o'clock. So I ended up eating his egg, which was literally a single egg with a little bit of butter, which was probably about half a teaspoon of butter mixed in, and some salt and pepper. That's all I had, but I just wanted to throw that in there because I didn't record it, but just to let you know that I have had that at 5 o'clock, so I will probably have my dinner around about 7:30, which I am still working on, so I will get back to you then. So it is 7 o'clock, and Fraser is finally gone down to bed, and I can have my dinner, so I'm still not feeling very hungry, but I have got some cauliflower rice with bacon and the rest of those eggs from earlier. And in case I do get peckish afterwards, because I tend to crave something sweet at like 9 o'clock at night, I have one of my keto cookies, and I will add in my macros by the end of the day. So yeah, just keep watching for the macros and the last bit. So these are my macros by the end of the day. Please like, comment and subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!